again, everyone, and welcome to our online sharing session for January 2025, the first for this year. This is a monthly online sharing platform on water retention, rainwater harvesting work that is going on around the continent. And we will have presentations for about 40 minutes, and then we'll have another 40 minutes for an open discussion for everyone. So today's session, we are going to have 4 presenters from 4 different countries, and the 4 presenters will be sharing on their experience of visiting Muonde Trust in Mazvihwa community in Zvishavane area of Midlands province of Zimbabwe, where the community there is taking the rainwater harvesting work very seriously, and they have significant experience in holding water in the soil. So the 4 presenters, together with other farmers, visited this community in Zimbabwe in November last year. And following these visits, we decided that it would be good for the visiting farmers, together with one host farmer, to share on the experiences that they had during this visit that took place towards the end of last year. So our 4 presenters, Cosmas Hanyanga, who is a young farmer from Zambia, who was part of a team of farmers from Zambia that visited the community in Zimbabwe. And the second presenter is Paul from Kenya, who was also part of the team of farmers from Kenya, who participated in the same visit. And the third presenter will be Clemence from Burkina Faso, who is going to present on behalf of the farmers from West Africa, who participated in the same visit. And the 4th presenter is Mr. Ansam from the host community in Mazvihwa in Zvishavane area of Zimbabwe, who will represent the host farmers, the farmers who hosted the 3 groups of farmers that came from Zambia, Kenya, Burkina Faso, and Mali. So we will ask these farmers to briefly introduce themselves before they make their presentations. And the first presenter, as indicated, is Cosmas Hanyanga from Zambia. So over to you, Cosmas. I know you are sharing as a video, but you can just introduce yourself before you share your video.
Okay, thank you. My name is Cosmas Hanyanga from Zambia, Southern Province, Muonde District, Namonga Village. Yeah, 30 kilometers away from the railway line. So I'm here to represent Zambia with our visit that we had last month in Zimbabwe. Thank you.
My name is Cosmas Hanyanga from Zambia, Southern Province, Muonde District, Namonga Village, 30 kilometers away from the railway line. So I'm here to talk about our learning exchange in Zimbabwe in November, where we met us Zambians, from Zimbabwean guys, from Kenya, and also some guys from Malawi. So this learning exchange, it was really good for us, and we learned a lot of things, especially when we went to Muonde Trust Center, there where we find they are doing a lot of dead contour levels. So we had that time to learn about dead level contours, how they do harvest water, how they insert pits inside the dead contours, and we had a lot of questions about those things, how they made them, and we were able to learn a lot of things. And also we learned about tree planting. Also there we learned a lot of things. And then we also learned about stone wall building. You find that some farmers, they are using stones to fence their fields, and some they are using stones to make small fish ponds for them. And also some farmers, they are using the stones to do water harvesting. And also the other thing is that they use the stones also to tramp the sand, the so-called sand tramp. I didn't know about that one from the beginning, or we didn't know us from Zambia, but we had that opportunity at Muonde Center to learn and know what is sand tramp and how is it working. And as we are talking now, we are able also to make for ourselves, and we are able to understand the dead contour levels, the pit, the sand tramp, and also the stone wall building. We are able also to do all those things. And also we do learn about how to make our well using our hands without paying the drilling company to come and drill the well for us so that we can put the pump there. No, we just learned how to go to the stream. Then you talk to the elders. They tell you where the water used to stay in the stream long time ago. Then you can go there on that point and then dig, and then you can find water. Then you insert your pipe there, and then you start enjoying the benefits. All those things we learned in Zimbabwe when we had the learning exchange last time.
We have lost the voice.
It seems it's network issues.
We had a good opportunity also to visit some farmers who have some dams, and the mulching, all those things they do help us to harvest water. So some farmers, they are having small dams, and some farmers, they are doing a lot of mulching so that when the rain came, the water will be being harvested there, and they are able to control soil erosion through doing mulching. And the other thing that we learned there in Zimbabwe is that working together is one thing we learned there that is very important in our communities. We have to work together. Muonde Trust, they are working together. That's why they are changing level every day and then, because they are working together. If we work together, we find out that we can change our communities, we can change our families through working together. Let me talk about the visit that we had with the Muonde Trust here in Zambia. They came here in Zambia to teach us on how to make an A-frame and how to use it, and the secret of A-frame. So we are happy as Hanamonga community to have visitors like Mr. Moses and Mr. Mugio, who were there in Zambia to teach us on how to make those get contour levels using A-frame. As I'm talking now, we are happy we are able to make the A-frame ourselves. We are able to use it ourselves. We are able to peg ourselves, and then we are able to dig and harvest water. As I'm saying, after they left us, we did a lot of bed level contours, whereby as we are talking now, we harvested a lot of water in those bed level contours. So we implemented the knowledge that we were being given from the Muonde Trust Center. Thank you, Cosmas Hanyanga.
I think that's the end of the video.
My name is Burgu Chwamba. I will try to facilitate while Walter is trying to come back. Thank you for the presentation from Zambia. I hope everybody were able to see and understand what happened there. And my suggestion is that we listen for the other presenters, and at the end, we will be able to ask questions. Please, can you mute yourself when you are not talking? Prosper. Sorry, those who are not speaking, could you, Mr. Prosper, can you mute yourself? Is there anyone to help me with Prosper?
He's now muted.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Mr. Samende, and maybe we will go to the next presenter to save time, hoping that by the end of that presentation, Mr. Walter will be back to take back the mic. So I apologize, I started speaking, but my mic was also off, and I'm Chwamba Burgu from Grantswell International, co-hosting this meeting with Walter. So I think the next presenter was Paul. Is it right, Mr. Paul? Is he able to hear me?
You can start speaking now.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon. We hear you. Yes, perfectly.
Okay.
So please just tell your name, introduce yourself
Serem
before.
Working for Rural City Development Program, that is REDEP Kenya. Okay, I'm saying I'm Serem Paul, Community Development Facilitator, REDEP Kenya. We are based in Tharaka Nithi County, around 290 kilometers from Nairobi. Yeah, that's where we are located. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we see something coming. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we can see it. We can see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Can you hear us?
This is an exchange visit, a learning and exchange visit to Muonde Trust in Zimbabwe. I will be presenting Rideb and Muonde team outside the Muonde office. So that photo we took when we were in Zimbabwe.
Okay, I think we are not that lucky today with the internet connection, but if the video does not work, maybe you just talk at it and we will see if that alternative works. Can you hear me, Paul? It looked like we lost him also. Okay. Okay, we will try with the presenter from Burkina Faso and see whether by the time she finishes, Paul will be back. Okay. Is Clemence from Burkina Faso?
Bonjour.
Okay. Ok, vous pouvez aller. Vous n'avez pas, Jawari n'est pas à côté pour la traduction. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui fait la traduction pour vous? Ali, est-ce que vous avez prévu la traduction? Ali n'est pas à côté. Ok. Allez-y. On va essayer de faire la traduction, un résumé à la fin. Okay, sorry. Clemence will be speaking in French. She doesn't speak English. And it looked like they did not prepare someone for translation. So I will let her have her speech, and I will try to give a summary translation at the end of her speech. So I'm sorry for that, but I hope you'll be able to get something from her presentation. Okay. Donc, vous pouvez aller, Clémence.
Ok. Je réponds au nom de Yonaba Clemence. Je suis productrice et jeune reporter au Burkina Faso, en Afrique de l'Ouest, précisément dans la commune de Diabo. Et une visite d'échange a été organisée par l'association Nourrir sans détruire au Zimbabwe, qui a eu lieu du 3 au 10 décembre 2024 passé. Donc, à travers cela, nous avons eu à apprendre beaucoup de choses. Parti de Ouagadougou le 3 décembre, nous sommes arrivés à Harare le 3 à 2h30 et finalement à Zvishavane le 4 à 17h50. À notre première arrivée, nous avons eu à visiter le site de Daniel, qui était composé de des tranchées, des ailes, un fourrage où il utilisait pour irriguer son site. La ferme, après chez Daniel, nous avons visité le lendemain 5 décembre le centre de Muonde. Le centre de Muonde. À l'arrivée, nous avons été bon, lorsque nous sommes arrivés au centre, et on a croisé en même temps la clôture d'un groupe de femmes qui était composé de 11 personnes où elles avaient organisé la clôture de leur EPC, qui est l'épargne pour le changement chez nous. Donc, en cela, chaque femme avait reçu des ustensiles de cuisine à part égale à tout un chacun. Ces femmes aussi avaient attesté que chacune d'elles réalisait les tranchées, les bassins de captage d'eau dans les champs. Donc, après la rencontre des femmes, nous avons visité le centre même de Muonde, qui était composé des bassins de captage, des tranchées et aussi des parcelles où ils avaient fait des plantations des arbres fruitiers, un site maraîcher et aussi un espace réservé pour les pépinières des arbres fruitiers et autres. Après cela, le lendemain 6 décembre, nous avons été dans le champ, dans un village dénommé Chonai, où on a rencontré M. Chonai, qui avait construit 8 tranchées à l'intervalle de 6 mois. Il a attesté que lui, il a creusé les 8 tranchées en 6 mois. Mais ce n'était pas un travail fait par lui seul. Ils sont au nombre de 14 personnes et ils travaillent en groupe, donc cela se fait de façon rotative. En cela, il a eu à dire que dans leur travail, il n'y a pas de manquement. Lorsque une personne sait que le jour du rendez-vous, tu ne seras pas présent, tu es obligé de passer avant le jour du rendez-vous, faire ton travail. Et le travail se fait de 2 à 3 heures maximum par journée. D'habitude, ils commencent leur travail de 7 heures à 10 heures, donc 3 heures dans la journée. Et aussi, il est un paysan formateur et il a aussi des semences brevetées. Un paysan expert. Après, chez Chonai, nous avons été dans un village dénommé Ngotutu, dont le propriétaire était dénommé Monsieur Bénédicte Muzenda. Muzenda est un producteur qui, avant l'ère de Muonde avait commencé son travail, était un orpailleur, et dans l'orpaillage, et puis il ne gagne rien. Donc, il avait décidé de rentrer au village et de commencer l'agriculture. Donc, il a eu à commencer ses travaux en 2011 sans l'aide de Muonde. Et Muonde, donc lui, il a eu à construire un bassin de captage qui a une dimension de 14 sur 17 mètres avec une profondeur de 4 mètres. Et il a réalisé aussi 4 tranchées, dont 2 tranchées étaient anciennes, mais qui étaient bouchées. Dans son site aussi, nous avons remarqué des pierres. Il a utilisé les pierres pour faire la clôture de son site. Et
Clémence,
après cela...
Il vous reste 4 minutes, Clémence. OK. Continue.
OK. Monsieur Bénédicte a eu à creuser un puits dans son champ. Il a aussi une polytente construite en bassin pour faire la pisciculture. Et il utilise le puits et le bassin de captage, en plus des tranchées pour irriguer son champ. Il a attesté aussi que le village, que les gens du village viennent chercher de l'eau chez lui et en saison sèche. Après, chez Bénédicte, on a fait un tour chez Monsieur Machavi, qui a un bassin de captage et qui a aussi utilisé le zaï accompagné des paillages sur les allées des zaï. Après, chez monsieur Machavi,
Oh. Allô, Clémence? Allô? Internet connection is making our life difficult today. Clémence?
Oui.
Tu as fini?
Non.
OK, mais c'est arrêté. Vous pouvez continuer?
OK. D'accord. Le retenu d'eau a été creusé afin d'abreuver les animaux. Et aussi, cela a permis aux villageois de remonter la nappe phréatique de leur village, car avant le retenu d'eau, la profondeur de la nappe était à 45 mètres pour un forage. Mais actuellement, ils estiment que pour un forage, la nappe est allée de 10 à 20 mètres. Ce qui veut dire que cela même dépend de la distance de là où tu dois forer au retenu d'eau. Et nous pensons que tout ce que nous avons vu nous seront bénéfiques, car nous allons sensibiliser les producteurs de ANSD sur les tranchées et aussi maximiser sur la construction des bassins de captage d'eau. Et aussi, nous pensons répliquer et les aides combinés avec les paillages dans notre communauté. Nous remercions grandement Muonde et ses partenaires.
Okay. Thank you, Clémence. Thank you very much. We will let you rest, and at the end of the presentations, if there's some question, we will come back to you. Donc, Clémence, on vous laisse vous reposer un peu, et puis à la fin des présentations, s'il y a des questions, on reviendra avec toi. Alors, okay. So everybody, sorry, the connection was not that good. I was not able to follow all the presentations. I certainly missed some of her speech, some element of her speech, but I will try to do a quick summary of what I was able to get. So in short, she introduced herself as Clemence, a young lady living in the district of Jabo in Burkina Faso, participating in the ANSD program. ANSD is Association Nourrissant Détruire. This is one of Grantwell International partner in Burkina Faso. And this is that partner who selected her to be part of the visit. There were 4 of them for the visit. And she is also part of a program we call here Youth Storyteller, in charge of making videos and on the program strategy and achievement to share with diverse audiences. So what they were able to see in the Zimbabwe are the following mainly. They saw people managing trenches in their farms to collect rainwater to irrigate their farm, dry pits, and they saw that Muonde had also a borehole that they use to irrigate their crop, and they have also a center, training center in the rural area where they have their headquarters. And they were able to visit one farmer that has water collection basin that they use to also irrigate their crops, especially during drought time. They saw also a nursery in that farm, and then they went to another farmer that was able to make up to 8 trenches with the support of 14 farmers, and that was helpful for them to grow their crop. And they also visit another farmer, and that using the basin for collection of water, rainwater, to irrigate their crop. And thanks to the work of this this person, the water table was able to raise a bit, because before the work of that person at this place, the water table, to reach the water table, you need to dig up to 45 meters. But after he implemented his water collection works, the water table raised up to 10 to 20 meters, depending on how the distance from the water basin. And that basin is big because it's 14 meters by 17 by 4 meters depth. The visit was very helpful for them because they learned a lot, and they think they will be able to take advantage of what they've seen there to sensitize people from their intervention area, their PS, so that they also be able to try to adapt what they saw there to improve their work here. So thank you, Muonde, thank you, ANSD. So this is what I was able to catch, but I know a few people in the attending this meeting can also help complement what I may have missed, those who are bilingual in these sessions. So anyone that feel that I missed something that is important can jump in and complement right now or at the end when we will come to the question and answers session. Okay, thank you, everybody. So I think we'll go to the third. We'll come back to Paul, I hope they are able to solve the situation now and that everything will be okay. Paul, are you back? Is Paul back?
Maybe I can try to present for reader because I think maybe Paul is not back, but I can try.
Okay.
I'm back.
Thank you, Zach.
Back.
Then present,
Oh.
Serem.
So welcome back, and you can pick the mic and start speaking, Paul.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving me also this another opportunity. I had some issues with my the internet, but I'm going to present a small presentation. May I just share the screen? I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we see it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Once again, I'm Paul Serem from Rural Development Program, Kenya. We are based in Tharaka Nithi County, around 300 kilometers from our city, that is Nairobi. So first of all, I would like to present something small about the REDEP. REDEP is a registered indigenous community-based organization. It was registered in the year 2003 and works with smallholder farmers and pastoralism in Tharaka to improve their livelihood and the security. So those are some of the photos from the organization. The first photo is about the organization. The two photos in the first line, this is our training hall, and this other one is our alternative training hall. That's outside the hall. And then these other photos is about our demonstration farm. That is the water hub. We have these vegetables, as you can see in the photos. We have the fruits. We have the arrowroots. We have the bananas. We have the lemons. We have the bananas, the lemons, the vegetables, etc. So in this our demonstration farm, we have used different structures. One, we have the side pits, we have the sunken beds, we have the cut-off ditches, we have the swales, we have the micro catchment. Really micro catchment, we have used that to plant the bananas. So those are about our water hub. In our water hub, we make sure that there is no water loss. All the water can sink into the ground. We don't have any runoff water in our demonstration farm. And then these other photos is our farmer, whom she accompanied me to Zambia, to Zimbabwe, I mean. So this was the best farmer. We had 40 farmers whom we trained them about the water holding structures, and we told them we make a marking scheme so that the best farmer can accompany REDEP staff to Zimbabwe. And this lady called Julia Kagendo was the best farmer among the REDEP 40 farmers trained in water holding structures. So this lady is very good in mobilizing farmers. You can see those photos. She has mobilized several farmers to come to her farm, especially during land preparation. In this first photo, you can see we have different structures. We have the cut-off ditches, we have the side pits, and also we have the swales. And this is this other photo is a farm presently. So this is how a farm look like, and these are our family members. Then these other photos we took when we were in Zimbabwe. And then these are just the photos of what we were learning. Like this one, you can see we were shown how to do the mulching. And this other photo is Mr. Chirindira showing Julia about the Philippines. I think about the Philippines in Kenya, especially us in REDEP, we didn't know about the Philippines. But for now, we know, and we have started doing the same. So my carry home lesson from the visit is as follows. For sustainability, water holding structures, heavy machines may not be emphasized. When we were in Zimbabwe, we were told that the structures that we saw, no structure was, no machines were used in constructing those structures. So it is the manpower or the woman power only. So I think also the other organizations can emulate the same so that they can be making the structures, not using their machines. Because you know that in this community that we are working with, most of the farmers are from the humble background. So we need to encourage them to use the local available resources. Also, the real effect of water holding can be seen in long term. For example, water holding structures in Muonde Trust that has been used for many years. So some farmers whom we visited, one of them was telling us that he has been trying to build up his structures for the last 20 years. So this is not a joke. We need to continue encouraging our farmers, not only making structures for 1 year, and then they say they have made the structures, they cannot continue again. No, we need to be encouraging them so that they can be trying to building on what they have already established. So for these structures to be better, we need to continue establishing them for several years. Also constructing of small ponds near the water, the borehole or around the boreholes and wells. This helps in increasing recharge and increasing the yield from the borehole. About the boreholes, I know most of the countries, they don't have this, they don't construct the small ponds near the boreholes. And this is important so that during the rainy season, these small ponds can hold some water. And then also this water can also penetrate or can be sipped into the boreholes. And this helps increasing the water table in the boreholes and also in the wells. Also establishing water holding structures can help farms, landscape, and catchment. There's one of the farmers whom we visited, and we found that our farm, he was telling us he has been in that farm for the last 15 years. And when he showed us the photos, when he was buying that land, the land really was not in a good condition. But this guy established several farm structures in his farm until the landscape has actually changed. So it was a very good example, and I could also encourage our organization so that we can continue building the structures in our farms, encouraging them so that they can establish like that of that farmer. Then a lot of soil can be saved using water holding structures. Tons of soil can be saved and hence maintain the soil health. Especially we have a lot of soil erosion during the rainy season, especially in the farms without structures. So every farmer need to have these structures so that they can also save the soil from being carried away by the water. Also, learning and exposure for farmers opens all the eyes for the farmers. Like my farmer, when we were in the airport, when we were in the airplane, actually, when we were coming back, she had learned a lot. And she was telling me, I need to go and change my farm now. So what I realized from that farmer is that if a farmer goes for an exposure visit and found a different farmer or another farmer has different structures or have done something, it will be easier for that farmer to come and replicate what he or she has learned. So like now, my farm, I know by mid of this month, I'll be sharing different photos from our farm. Then the soil deposits to contours have a lot of nutrients and need to be collected and used as manure or top tracer. So I know after raining, the runoff water from the hills, they carry out away a lot of nutrient, a lot of soil, a lot of manure. So this one need to be collected. And if you don't have these structures, you cannot collect them. So we need to be having these structures so that we can be collecting those manures. With an existence of technologies, any farmers can reduce the soil loss by over 8. My final parting message is that let us work together, let us learn together. That is why that's why we are in this school. Let us continue working together. Let us keep up growing together. Let us work differently until those differences make a difference to the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. This time we are lucky. We are able to present up to the end. And as for the first presenters, I will ask a participant to note their question so that at the end we can come back to you, hoping that internet will allow this. Okay, I think the last presenter will be Mr. Handsome from Muonde Trust. I hope he's with us. Mr. Handsome is here with us. I don't see him, but I hope is someone from Muonde that can present on behalf of Handsome in case he's not able to join.
Hello, yeah, there is Emmanuel. Yeah, Yensam is not around Yensam.
Okay, so that
you can
will
kindly.
he, okay.
You
Is
can
there?
Go ahead.
Please go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Yeah, Yensam is not around, so yeah, there's no one to present. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I know sometimes internet is a challenge in some places at Muonde areas. So we understand, and we will do with the best we can with what we have. Okay, so that will be the end. Then the last presentation that we had today, and we will open now the session for questions, remarks, suggestions. So it's up to each participant to express himself according to what he was able to get through these challenging presentations due to internet challenges. So let's now start with the questions. I will ask any participant wanting to ask question or comment, please tell us to what presentation your comment or suggestion or anything you want to say is about, whether it's about NSD presentation or a reader presentation or a ESCO presentation. So please, so that the presenter be able to take note and respond.
Yeah, a couple of people have
a question in the chat.
Okay.
A question in the chat which is saying from Roslyn.
Welcome back, Walter.
Thank you. She's saying, thank you very much for this informative session. My follow-up question is, what is the risk level to drowning of people, especially children and animals, in the small ponds and dams? What mitigation measures are being put in place? So this is a question to all the presenters. So what is the risk of drowning in terms of children, animals, and in the ponds or dams? So an open question to any of the presenters. whilst the presenters are preparing to respond, I could also just share my comment on this question is that yes, there is a risk of drowning, but from the experience of the communities that we visited, the farmers that we visited, we have not had any reports of incidences of drowning. I think when families work on the rainwater harvesting structures, they at the same time groom their children to be wary of using these ponds in a way that increases their risk of drowning. So I think education in terms of children is an important part, so that the children grow up knowing this risk, and then they end up respecting these ponds and dams, and then I think that that's one way of making these ponds safe. An alternative way is to fence the ponds or dams so that animals and the children do not stray near these ponds and dams. So that can also further mitigate against this risk. So that's my comment on this question. But the other presenters or other people in the room can also give their suggestions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Walter. I will just translate for Burkina Faso people and give you back the mic to continue facilitating, if possible. Ali et Clémence, on demande est-ce qu'il n'y a pas beaucoup de risques pour que les animaux et les enfants se noient dans les bassins de captage? Quelles sont les mesures prises comme vous le faites pour minimiser les risques? Si vous avez, vous pouvez répondre. Okay, so Walter, I give you back the mic. They understood the question. In case they want to respond, they will raise their hand.
Thank you, Tswamba. I can see 3 hands that are raised. First one from Annie. Can you go ahead, unmute, and go ahead and make your contribution?
Thank you very much. Greetings from Zambia. Thank you very much for the all presenters. We missed the French one, so we were offline. From the two, I can see that the working together is a very much strong strategy in doing the dams and mobilizing people to come to this understanding of the same purpose. And thank you, Cosmas, too, for your presentation. The exchange visit is really encouraging, that we saw that from being together and then coming to a community, to move with the community. Just a question for Cosmas. This working together, is it just people coming for fun, or they're actually doing it in their own setups? Thank you.
Cosmas, did you get the question?
Yes. I think what I have seen in Zimbabwe, or what I have experienced in Zimbabwe, is that these people come together. For example, like I'll give an example of if we are 5 farmers, then we want to peg debt levels. Then we came together, we sit down on a round table, we talk how are we going to do it, how are we going to start it. Then we agree ourselves to say, okay, now we are going to start with Madam Annie, then next we go to Cosmas, next we go to this one. This is what I have seen in Zimbabwe to say, okay, this is really good when working together.
Thank you very much. We'll give the platform to Meibongwe Musariri. You can go ahead and make your contribution.
Thank you so much. I hope everyone can hear me.
We can hear you.
All right. So I wanted to ask specifically if it is available for everyone to join the Muonde Trust. So it's my first time. I just joined this call, but I have a capstone project for school which is coming up very soon. So I think coming to the Muonde Trust would be very beneficial for me to learn how all this about all the mitigation strategies that you are using to protect the soil and harvest rainwater.
Thank you. Emmanuel, would you like to respond? Yes. Don't know if Emmanuel is still here. But I can also just respond. We are being familiar with Muonde. I am confident that you will be welcome to visit Muonde. They are very open and they would like to share their learnings and experiences with everyone. So yeah, I think you will be welcome to join and to learn from Muonde. Next is Prosper. Prosper, can you go ahead?
Hello, everyone. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm Prosper from Rwanda, Ingabo Farmers Syndicate. So my contribution is about how to mitigate the incidents about water drowning. You can put fences and again put a signpost that it is forbidden to approach the dams. So when you put fences and signposts, then next you mobilize the community. That though they are important, but also they are dangerous to children and the animals. So it can reduce the incidents. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prosper, for that additional input on the risk of drowning. Next is Diawari. Go ahead, unmute yourself and make your contribution.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
can hear you.
Okay, so I'm happy to join you and take part to this exchange visit in Muonde. And then I would like to add something from what Clemence have already said. So I know that Chamba have has done a summary. So it's just to talk about the contours that we have learned there. Let's say that mention that they told us that contours, when you decontours, it allow you to harvest water, and not only that, you can also collect manure from that. So leaves that fell down, you can harvest more leaves from there to make manure. So you see, and also, like he said, it can help you raise the water table. So this is what I would like to mention. And other thing that I would like to talk is the analog forest that they talk about. Us, we didn't get the opportunity to see how they manage. They are doing that, but we have told that we have been told that it now about 4 years that they are dealing with this project, and their colleague from Cameroon that told them how to deal with this analog forest. So how to grow trees, name them, and also so formula they have to give, to deal with this analog forest. So something that I would like also to mention, since it was an exchange, so we also noticed that many farmers in Muonde don't care about trees. So people are cutting trees on their fields. So then we also try to show them how important to keep trees in their field by doing, pruning. So we told them they can keep the trees in the field and prune them. That can help also to fertilize their soil. So this is what I would like to add. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diawari. Before Susan comes in, we just want to remind those of us who might be new to this platform that if you would like to stay informed about these presentations and also to receive the recording, kindly share your contacts in the chat so that we can add you to the email list and you can be able to keep updated. Go ahead, Susan.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. For me, I would like to appreciate our presenters for their good presentation on what they learned during their exchange visit. But there were a lot of learnings that have been indicated by our presenters, but they have not given us the action plans that they drew, so that we're in a position of looking at maybe after some time, if the action plan was saying this, what exactly has happened, so that we're in a position to see whether there is a change or it is still at the same situation. Because if, like, let's say, for example, a farmer learned about harvesting water on farm and using maybe a farm pond, and if that farmer is from a different geographical location and then goes practices the same, and maybe the soil which is on the other side is not the same as what was there in Zimbabwe, then that might not hold the water as what he or she learned from Muonde. So I think it is good if they gave us their action plan so that we're in a position to maybe keep following up and understand are the learnings going in line with what is being done on the ground. That is the practice. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. I think that's a suggestion for everyone to take note of, and so that the learnings can be made practical and can be implemented if they are put on action plans, and the action plans are shared so that even those who did not participate can be able to see what value came out of the visits and what changes are going to happen as a result of what is being planned. Thank you, Susan. And yes, Clemence is next. Clemence, kindly unmute and make your contribution.
Is the one from Burkina Faso?
I think so.
Clémence, donc, ouvrez votre micro et parlez.
Oui, ok. Et concernant la question
Yeah, I think we can hardly hear you, Clemence.
Désolé, on ne peut pas t'entendre, la communication
je
n'est pas
pense
bonne.
que pour les bassins de captage, les bassins.
Oui.
Oui, et je peux?
Oui, allez-y.
Ok, j'ai dit concernant la question posée, chez nous ici, pour les bassins de captage, les producteurs bénéficient des grillages pour clôturer afin que les enfants ne puissent pas avoir accès au bassin et se noyer. Et de l'autre côté aussi, au Zimbabwe, nous avons remarqué que les gens clôturent toutes leurs fermes et il n'y a pas un grand nombre qui ont accès aux fermes. Donc, je ne pense pas qu'il y aura des conséquences négatives à cela.
Ok. C'est fini?
Oui, oui.
C'est bon?
Oui, c'est
D'accord.
bon.
Okay. Walter, may I translate?
Go ahead, Swamba.
So she just responded to the question whether the risk for drowning is not high regarding the water basins. And she said that at their place, they used to fence the basins. And she noticed also that in Zimbabwe, people used to fence their farms, and not a lot of people have access to these farms. So the risk of drowning is very low. And while having the mic, I will also add that some people in Burkina Faso here taught us that one way to avoid drowning is, children or animal drowning, is to not dig it too deep. They used to say just 1.5 meters and make it the size big, but not too deep. So, but it depends also on how big is your farm and what's your objective in terms of your target in terms of the quantity of water to hold in the place. So that's what I also had to add. Thank you.
Thank you, Clemence and Itswamba, and also thank you to all those who have managed to ask questions. Unfortunately, our time is now up, and I think we have had a good level of engagement in spite of the internet challenges. So thank you to all the presenters for preparing for this session and also for the actual presentations. And thank you to everyone who has made it to this session. And thank you to those who have made suggestions and asked the questions. And I hope we have all got something to take home from this session, and we will meet again in the next session in February. And just to remind you that the recording for this session will be shared, and those who have shared their contacts will add you to the mailing list, and then you will be able to receive the recording, and also you will be able to access recordings of previous sessions, which are all on the website. So thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day. It was a pleasure having you all. Thank you and goodbye for now.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Happy New Year once again.
Bye. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Thank you.